Hi, you guys. Svi and Francie, I am so honored to be able to take part in your simcha. And Yonatan asked me to share a couple of memories that I had. But before I do that, um, wherever I've traveled throughout the world, and I've always mentioned my time at Pardes, inevitably your names come up. And I always consider myself so special to be really what I thought as a Ben Bite in your home. And not just in one home, but in both of your homes. But I sure figured out that also you provided that love and hospitality for many, many, many others. And it just made me feel proud that I was included in that. But a couple of the stories that I just wanted to share, and has nothing to do with Divrei Torah or Halacha or anything. But I remember when I first met you, and you invited me over, and this was in Arzea Bira. So I had to walk up these stairs. I had no idea where I was going. And you said to me, don't worry about it. There's plenty of room. There's plenty of room. I figured, okay, a lot of kids, plenty of room, not the biggest place. But you showed me back to your library at the time. And you asked me, are you okay with this? And I said, of course I am. So I spent Shabbos there with you. I loved it. And I think that was the first of many, many Shabbatot in Arzea Bira. I think I shared a room with Ephraim one time because you even had one or two more guests. And I think there were probably 12 at your table, as opposed to just the 10 of you, and then I was 11. So I always remember your library in the back room there. And then I remember my first Pesach with you. I'm not sure why either you were out or the kids were out, but Francie, you asked me to clean behind the refrigerator, by the washing machine. And she said, are you sure? Can you get by there or something? And we moved out the washing machine. I climbed all the way up. My legs were sticking out. I think maybe Yonatan or Michal were making sure that I didn't fall through. Everyone was laughing. We had a fun time. Sof. A few months later, you tell me you're moving. And I said, wow. I guess they're going to get a bigger place. Did I not realize what a big place you got? So you asked me if I could help, and I said, of course I can. By this time, I had been with you probably, 10, 15 Shabbatot and different Yom Tovim. And see, I remember you asked me, you asked, Gary, I have a little problem. I can't be there when the movers are going to be there. Do you mind kind of going there and watching them? I said, of course. And you said, we also kind of don't have locks on the doors yet. Do you mind staying in the house while we're out there? I said, of course. I said, where should I stay? So you pointed to this back room, which at the time I think was a sukkah. I'm not sure what it is now. But all I remember is I was in your home with all of your belongings. No one was there except for me. And I went to bed that night I felt safe. I felt safe knowing that I was with you and with your family. And to this day, I want you to know, whenever I think of you, and I'm the emotional one, so I'll try not to do this now, but you've brought so much joy into my life, and you were such a significant part of not just my childhood, my adulthood, and things that I carry around with me to this day. I love you guys more than I hope you know. And to the kids, I don't even know any of the grandkids. I think to the kids, you meant a lot to me, and I hope I was able to put a smile on your face, kind of being your quote-unquote big brother with the times that I was there. Anyway, I love you very much. Mazal Tov, and I hope to see you when I am next in Israel. I love you. Bye-bye.
We met Svi and Francie a long time ago, 1975, 1976. We were at Pardes. and we were lucky enough to be among the large number of students who passed through their Shabbos table. And Marcy, what do you remember as far as a recurring pattern of the Shabbos meals?
Oh, no, I know. We're all from all sorts of different places. Where did you say you're from? Oh no, I'm from Denver. Yeah, I grew up there. My husband's from Connecticut, but we've been in Israel now for a few years, and we spent many times around this Shabbos table with different guests.
Tzvi, I'm forgetting parts of the story of the Viver, and maybe you could fill me in on how that story went and how it played out to be pretty funny. And just tell me that story one more time.
Wait, I don't know if we have time for that story now. We're never going to get dessert. Francie's going to ask us, we have to sing a song. So we better decide and start singing. Otherwise, she's not going to come back in and we won't get dessert or hear the story.
So both Marcy and I wish the two of you a big Mazal Tov. We're so glad to say that we've known you for almost about 40 of the 50 years. And it's so wonderful to see your family grow, and children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren. We wish you nachas and mazel and bracha from all that you have built over these 50 years in Eretz Yisrael. Mazal Tov.
We also look forward to sharing more Shabbos or Yom meals with you and your family and your extended family. Mazal Tov.
סוזן, אני אחכה עוד הרבה זמן? מה את אומרת?
בדרך כלל הם מגיעים בזמן.
הם תמיד מגיעים בזמן.
אני אמרתי להם כשהשבת...
את בטוחה שמעת עליהם?
אני הזמנתי אותם לערב שבת, כן.
אז למה הם לא מגיעים?
אתה שואל אותי?
אני כן שואל אותך, הם חברים שלך.
החברים שלי הם חברים שלנו.
נכון,
כבר יותר מ-30 שנה.
נכון, הם חברים שלנו, נכון, הם באמת חברים שלנו. אז מה נעשה?
יש לך איזשהו...
לא יודע, אבל נזכרתי. צבי אמר לי 50, משהו 50, אולי בשבע 50 הוא אמר?
50 נכדים יש להם בנינה אחת.
שהוא אמר לו, שיגעו, יביאו בשבע 50?
ב-7:50?
לא, אבל גם היה, אז כבר הגיע.
תשמעי, נראה לי שהם לא הגיעו למקום אחר. מה יכול להיות? איפה הם?
אז מה זה ה-50 האלו שהוא אמר? אני זוכר משהו מ-50.
1969, היום זה...
50 נכדים אולי, הוא התכוון.
אבל אתה אומר, הם התחתנו ב-1969, כמה שנים זה?
נראה לי שזה 50.
אוקיי, אז אני חושבת שיש להם יום נישואים 50.
אז בגלל זה לא הגיעו?
כן.
סיבה טובה.
I don't know, we had such a good time together. Do you think he could be the one?
We're only having family for the wedding, and the Wolffs are going to be 20% of the guests.
We wanted to show you guys the pictures from our wedding. Can you believe it?
Happy anniversary, Svi and Francie.
Everything in Glendale is basically the same. Some people love the rabbi, some people don't love the rabbi.
Some people love the show, some people don't love the show.
Nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed. Tell us what's going on with your project for the new show here in Jerusalem.
Oh, wait. Before we do that, I want to hear about the kids. Start from the top. Kids, the grandkids, tell us what everybody's doing.
Francie, Denny, thank you so much for inviting us to your Shabbat table again. It's been a while and we're really, really glad to be here. Michael, do you remember the first time we had dinner at the Wolff's house?
As a matter of fact, I do. It was right after we made Aliyah, March 1989, rainy Shabbat, and That was our first Shabbat in your home.
That's right, and our first Shabbat in Israel. And you have been there from the very beginning, helping us all the way. We've had wonderful Shabbatot at your house, and it's just a pleasure to be here again.
Francie and Denny, I am so happy to be back at your Shabbat table. Just so everybody knows, I was at the wedding. I walked to school with Francie every day from 7th grade on. I spent time with them up at Camp Ramah in northern Wisconsin. So I'm one of the old-timers here. But this Shabbat table meant so much to me, and I was so glad to be part of it over the 8 years that I lived not so far away in Abu Tor. There were two parts to that. Part number one was the intimacy and love I felt from being connected to this family. From each and every one of you, I felt like I had a home here, and I learned so much from you. The other piece of my Shabbat dinner experience was I was the diversity guest. It was my job when I worked with interfaith groups from abroad to bring the most fascinating people to home hospitality here. And we came with some pretty interesting people. The idea was to open everyone up to some new conversations and new ideas. And it was always some of the most fun and most meaningful parts of those trips. So I wish you every good thing. Thank you again so much for including me. And I send my love to the entire Wolff mishpacha.